Miss Hill here. I'm going to talk about my hair experience, Black hair. For Black and mixed race women, hair and identity are tangled together. Growing up, I only had my hair done in one of two ways, straight or braids. I was ashamed of being mixed with Black hair because my white mom didn't know how to do my hair. I got a perm to make my hair straight at 6 years old and continued to get them until I graduated high school at 17 in 2006. I was ashamed to wear my hair curly because it looked nappy and I had no experience with maintaining curly hair. Some things I heard were, is that all your hair? Well, why do you put fake hair in your head if you have good hair? You look exotic. You must be mixed with something. What do you put in your hair to make it curly? Water? From straight, when my hair's straight to when it goes curly. Did you cut your hair? Nope. Shrinkage. You look better with straight hair. Trial and error led me to try multiple hairstyles that make me happy and not what others thought. Like braids, wash and goes, bun with accents, faux locks, a ponytail, another, and another. And then high puff, natural, spring twist, flat ironed, or just straight Black hair.
Hey everyone, this is Ely here. Today we're talking about the importance of hair and hair in the African American culture. And as you can see, I currently don't have any, but there was a point in time that I had a full set of hair and even braids, if you can imagine. But now it's thinning up here and I'm without hair, and it saddens me because I love the waves and the lineup, and it breaks my heart. But
absolutely. And this is Mr. Jones. Listen, I don't have hair either. I used to have hair, and I had waves. I had 360 waves to go all the way around. I had 50 strokes on each side, right?
No, you didn't.
And then from there I had curls. And my hair started falling out when I think I turned 30. I started like thinning at the top. And my boys was like, oh, man, you losing your hair. I'm like, don't play with me like that. Don't ever say nothing like that. And then I looked down in the mirror and I said, oh, I'm sick. And so after a while, it just kept fading and kept going. And I just ended up cutting it all the way off. And I've been rocking a bald head ever since.
Shout out to the cue balls.
You know what I'm saying?
So my hair journey is pretty much like a timeline of my life. I've had my hair relaxed when I was young. I made this transition when I got to college, to cut all my hair off and grow it out natural. And so like a month before my college graduation, I chopped all my hair off and I had like a little afro. I've had I shaved the sides of my head down. I've dyed my hair different colors. I've had my hair in braids and twists and everything, and only recently now locks, which I really love. I really love my locks. But so much of my personality I wasn't aware of was reflected in my hair, right? It was more than just a haircut when I was young or something like that. It's very defining, especially because for Black people, there's so many restrictions on our hair. You can only have it this certain way. It's only professional this way. And so it makes it very hard for us to feel comfortable or safe to kind of do what we want. It's almost like you have more control over your hair when you're young, even though we do hear about kids that can't graduate because of their hairstyles and things like that. But I feel like it has gotten to where it's more difficult as you get older, navigating the workplace and getting a job when you have your hair in a certain style. And I love that recently it's, there's been more attention on it so that laws and things can be put in place to protect Black hair, right? Nobody else is risking losing their job because their hair is a certain way, just because our hair is curly and defies gravity, and it's sometimes big and it makes a statement. It's also a lot of who we are. And I think in telling us how our hair should look, it's telling us who we should be and how we should be. And I think it's freeing when you get to make decisions about your hair.
Happy Black History Month, ladies and gentlemen. These are some of Mr. Reed's, young brother Reed's favorite black men's hairstyles, okay? We got the frohawk. You also see the part in the back, very extremely stylish. Mr. Reed was rocking that earlier. The high top fade. And then we also see locks right here mixed with the high top fade. I thought about growing my hair out, trying to get it like that, but it's a lot of maintenance. We shall see. But let me know, what's your favorite black men's hairstyle? All right. Have a great rest of the week, team.
Hello, my name is Kiera, and I just wanted to share a little bit about my personal hair story. Growing up, I always had a relaxer. As soon as the first sign of a little crinkle that appeared, I would get a relaxer and my hair would be straight. I have a hairstylist as a mother, so it was really convenient to always have our hair done, me and my siblings. We just got our hair done at our house. We never had to leave. No one else ever did our hair. We had this built-in hairstylist mother, which was awesome. She styled my hair until I think about middle school, and then I started, taking over just with daily styling for school, but she would still maintain the relaxers. As I got into high school, my hair became more and more unhealthy because I wasn't really doing the plaits and the braids and the cornrows anymore. I wanted my hair to be down and flowy and out, so it was really dry and brittle, and I was flat ironing a lot. It just went through a lot. But the summer before going to college, I decided I wanted to cut all my relaxer off, and my hair was extremely short. My hair had never been that short before. And I wasn't really scared because my mom has a shortcut. She never really tied self-worth to hair, which I think is really important, especially for Black women. I think a lot of who we are ties into our hair. It always has to be perfect and tidy, and it's just judged so harshly by non-Black people. And so I understand that sentiment. But so I cut my hair and I grew it natural. That was the start of my natural hair journey. I grew it out for about 7 years and I loved it. But with loving it, I also started to attach my self-worth to my afro, because the reactions I would get when I wore it out, I just ate it up. I loved it. It was, I don't know, it was like, I just knew I had really cool hair. But when I was back home, it was really stressful to upkeep it and keep it maintained and healthy. And, after college, I worked a little bit in a hospital, and so I kept my hair pulled back just so it didn't distract people, or I don't know. I definitely felt like it was unprofessional to wear this huge fro out in Central Texas. Then I moved to New York, and I was surrounded by more people who look like me, and I entered into the modeling world. And my first year, I kept my hair long, and I feel like it did suffer some damage because on set, they don't really have a lot of people that are trained to deal with natural hair and all that it requires. It's fragile. And my second year, I decided to cut my hair. I cut my hair off. It was longer than this, but my sides and back were shaved, and I really loved it. It was very freeing to not have to spend hours on my hair or dedicate a whole day to wash my hair. It was great. And ever since then, I've kept it short, which has liberated me to try new styles. I've had it bald, I've dyed it blonde. So right now I'm just in this phase of letting my hair do what it wants to do. I'm graying, and I'm really starting to love that, this little gray patch that's coming in. So that's my short, condensed hair story.
Hey, Miss Green here. And I gotta say, what I love most about my hair is the versatility. So if you've ever met me in person, you know I like to change it up. And I just love that I can do big curls and afros. I can do braids, dreads, bantu knots. There's just a wide variety of things. So my favorite thing about my hair has gotta be my ability to change it up. Also, we had a pretty bad storm recently, but we all made it through it okay. So I told him to give me a little lightning bolt on the side. Surviving the storm.
I also wanted to say that I absolutely love black hair. I love it so much. I think it's so dope. Like, hair that defies gravity. I mean, it's gorgeous. The different curl patterns, the different styles. I mean, styling is just a whole other category. You have the braids, the twists, the jewelry that goes with it. I feel that Black people are so inventive in general, and especially with hair, and it always amazes me. I've always loved following the hair trends and just really admiring the artwork and masterpieces that we come up with for our hair. It's like artwork that we're wearing on our body. I love it. I love locks. I love everything. I mean, even relaxed hair is beautiful. But yeah, I love where we are with our hair. It's trend setting. It's historic. It's very powerful.